Another beautiful day out here on the ranch. Got my girl down there. We're doing a little bit of fence work today. Out in the sun, getting her done. Let me show you what we got going on. Here's a Harbor Freight product you guys might like. These things work great for fencing. You want to get the wires side by side, and then you pinch them in between the pliers. Once you get them pinched in, you squeeze the bottom portion here, lock the plier handle down, and then we're going to give it a little yank here just by the chrome piece. I'll show you how that works. All right, so now that we have it all locked in, you can see the plier is being retained in here by a little tiny hook. We're just going to pull this little chrome piece like so. And what that's going to do is it's going to twist that mechanics wire up pretty good along that fence. Now if it starts to get a little bit hard, just twist it by hand. When you're happy, she's all done. And if you want to cut a little extra off, it's got a pretty nice decent cutter on here. Just clip it and then fold it down and out the way, and you're done. She's coming along. So that's what I've been up to. She's tidying up some wire down there on that end. I'm doing a little patchwork right here for this end. And then if we go further down, you can see where we had put in a new piece right here, all the way down, just trying to take care of the fence line a little bit better. We're gonna try to fix this up a little too. It's a little hacky. But overall, all right, so here was like a structural point. I kind of just did a small little weld here. It's welded on the other side, which makes it fine, but I wanted to fill that in. I'm gonna clean it up. Here was some spots where I had to cut in a little bit, take off all this excess metal. I kind of did the same thing here and here, just kind of filled in where I cut into the frame a little bit, and then we're gonna clean that up, make it look good. Same here. Here was a structural point, so I went ahead and I welded there. I went all the way underneath and around the inside as well. I kind of doubled up, to be honest. I was having issues with the damn sunlight, kept turning on and off the auto darkening, but it's good. Welded here, same thing. Look, it's clean here and it's clean on the inside, but right here it had a little crack, so I went ahead and welded that. Same here. Here was a filler weld, no big deal. Filler weld, filler weld, filler weld. Structural point right there, structural point there, and then another weld there. So next thing to do on the agenda is, once I get all this stuff cleaned up, I'm gonna get this bar taken off. I'll have to get ready to cut. I might do two pieces, one on either end, and then start getting everything prepped to deck and do wood. But so far so good. It is coming along. Well, this is how far I've gotten so far. You can see I've made my cuts and grounded things down. We're moving right along here, but I still had a lot more work to do. Well, she's toast. She is absolutely toast. She just quit on me during the project. I mean, we have a cordless one, which is great, but sometimes having a corded one is better. This thing made it a couple years of intermittent use, and I guess I just put it through too much trouble. She's absolutely done. Morning, and happy Easter, everyone. So let's take a look at the progress so far. All right, here she be. So I already grounded down all the little excess places that we talked about yesterday. I cut off some of the things that were hanging off on the side. We're gonna find new places for that. Shot it with paint a little bit. I'm gonna do this beam right here in the middle for extra support. And then I got some wood braces that are gonna go underneath as I lay 2x4 across for deck. Other than that, you can see the welds came out real nice, but I ran out of gas. So I got to go to Home Depot and get some 35 thousandths tips because I'm going to end up running flux for this center beam. Luckily, I had just enough gas to do the welds for the tongue, so that's good. But she's coming right along, looking good so far. I did end up grinding and cutting just enough, bringing this grinder out of commission, and well, here's what happened. So yeah, unfortunately, my DeWalt grinder did not hold up. I smoked it. So it's dead in the water. I don't recall getting any kind of warranty behind it. I think it was an open box deal. I would have expected it to last a lot longer, but she hasn't really been used a lot. Pulled it out of retirement after about 2 hours, 3 hours of nonstop use. We smoked it. So I know I didn't really film much of the grinding and the welding process that I did for the tongue, and that's because of a couple reasons. One, couldn't find my tripod. Two, watching me grind a trailer is kind of boring. At least that's what I think. But at any rate, I got most of that part done. So maybe I'll see if I can set my camera up at different angles today, just so you can see me do some flux weld for the center beam. And then when I get everything staged wood-wise, I'll show you guys the progress on that. Incredibly difficult to try to weld with one hand. I'm just tacking it in place, and then I'm going to check the squareness and level, and then I'm just going to go ahead and do it to it. So I'll show you guys afterwards. I did run out of argon, so I'm just going to run some flux core on this. This should be okay. It's not a major supporting part of it. I feel pretty confident it's going to look good, so we'll just go from there. Yeah, it came out pretty good. Go ahead and clean it up a little here with this wire brush. Not too shabby for flux core. All right, so here's the progress. I got the beam now put in. I cut a couple of pieces of wood. These are going to be cross supports for the deck runners. I've got some 2x4. I might not have enough 2x4 for the whole thing, but it's gonna look good regardless. So as far as the trailer wiring, I would have liked to have done the trailer wiring first. However, I don't actually have enough wiring to do that part of the job. So we're gonna ignore the trailer lights for right now. So the next image or video clip you guys will see will hopefully be the deck completed. All right, so I also decided to put one more in the middle just for a middle support brace. And after that, now I'm gonna start running deck runners. All right, so this is going to wrap it up for part 2 of the trailer restoration project. I wanted to show you guys where I'm at and some things that are up and coming. And then part 3, hopefully, will be the next phase. And hopefully we'll have it all wrapped up. If not, might need to go one more part, but check it out. All right, so that's going to wrap it up. It is Easter Sunday. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Happy Easter. See you next time. Deuces.